I can't see a thing.
Go on, Rita, baby. Now that sounds really groovy. I tell you what, let's sing. Well, his eyes do see bricks safe and sound. After all he's been around, and in my view he should be crowned the king of limbo. Well, he's had his ups and he's had his downs. He's had his smiles and he's had his frowns. But I still say he should be crowned the king of limbo.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way.
He took his courage to the brink. If it were me, I would turn to drink. Well, that's the reason I think he should be the king of limbo. Yeah, he had to visit enough sins, but at least he kept his leggy limbs. I think that we should be crowning him the king of limbo. Take it away with you, baby. That's cool.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor
Oh yeah,
boy
absolutely
say?
there's sound. Anyway, I just wanted to really quickly run to the bathroom, get something to drink. Okay. I was gonna play Engage, and then I said to myself, let's not, and let's just play Pikmin instead. And then I guess I'll record after this. You're just in time for Pikmin 4 next month. Yeah, that was actually the plan, was to do Pikmin. Well, I wasn't going to do Pikmin 1 and 2 again. I said, oh, well, they're not re-releasing them, which is kind of unfortunate. But I did say, you know, okay, well, might as well just do 1. 1 is easy to beat in one stream. 2 is a little bit harder. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, very nice. Well, I think what I'm going to be doing is, we're going to farm Ultra Bitters and Ultra Spicies. And if you know, you know. Now, can you still do the thing? How did you do this in the original? Where you summon the, oh, shit. I forget how... There was a way to summon the Bulborb to come in, and I don't remember how to do it. And I don't... Oh, there you go. Wait, you can control it, right? Yes. And you can make it eat, I think, somehow. There you go. Yeah, you could actually summon the Bulborb on the title screen. I thought you could do this in Pikmin 1 for some reason. It's like the only time a Bulborb is actually ever playable. But I don't think you actually eat any Pikmin. It's just like a cool little thing, just, you know, you could just do or whatever. So. And there it goes. Alright, I don't think there's really any options, right? Yeah, no. Very, very straightforward. A lot of these early games didn't really have like a ton of different options to mess around with usually. Bonuses, okay. These are all the cutscenes. Okay, let's begin. It's cool they kept 2-player mode in. They cut that in the Prime trilogy. Alright, anyway. Usually in this game I do the same thing. I do day 1 and then I skip it again. Hocotate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. One day its only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar, got yeeted onto this planet. Very nice. Crashed on an uncharted planet while on interstellar vacation. There he was aided by indigenous creatures which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hocotate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Yeah, so it makes me wonder when Pikmin 4 is... I think Pikmin 4 is just going to be a sequel. I think that a lot of people on the internet are speculating that it's going to be like a weird prequel. I think we're all reaching a little bit too far. I just think it's going to be a sequel. It might not even be Olimar for all we know. I don't know. President of Hokate Free and local employee Louis. Olimar, I'm so glad you're safe. Very glad. Quite glad. But sadly, I have an announcement that is not so glad. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. On his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny. And his entire load of golden PIkmin brand carrots was eaten. Took out an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. Decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. But the only asset we had to sell was your ship, the SS Dolphin. As for the rest of our loan, 10,100 Pokos. We have no means to repay it. Yeah, when he grabbed this, I don't know. Olimar, what is that? Brought that back as a souvenir for your kid? Treasure, treasure, treasure. Money, 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 money. Initiating valuation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 Pokos. This thing's worth 100 Pokos. It's more than a year's salary. There are more on that planet. They could repay our debt. Louis, you dolt, look alive. You must depart immediately. With Captain Olimar. Sorry, he doesn't even get to say hi to his family. He's immediately going back. After his life or death experience. I promise you, this game does not go the way you think it goes. If you've never seen this game somehow. This cutscene looks really nice, actually. Okay, so they definitely did change the model of the planet. See, here it looks way more like Earth. I think they did. Did it always look like this in this cutscene? I guess I don't remember, is really what I should say. See, I usually skip it, and then this is where the game actually starts. Alright. Let it begin. I think you can see the backgrounds are just actual flat JPEGs now. That was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert, danger. Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. I gotta skip that. I read too fast. He's not responding via his communicator. He's either a flouting protocol, or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment. Look. I think it is possible for these Pikmin to die, by the way, after you whistle them. You can apparently get a game over, or not game over, but you apparently can get a no Pikmin remaining. Could these be Pikmin? They look like they're about to be devoured as we speak. Help them. Use L to put the cursor near the Pikmin and press B to call them with your whistle. Also hold B to make the sound of your whistle carry farther, remember? Just like that. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions and do not delay. Hold A to grab a Pikmin and then release to throw it. Yeah, it's actually way easier to flatten them like this in this game. So as usual, there's no time limit on day one. Day one of Pikmin is always free, just to teach you the tutorials and stuff. And day two is when they finally say, alright, you got a timer you gotta work with. Alright, attention Captain Olimar, I've just reestablished my communication link with Louis. It's fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to communicate with him. I'm quite interested in the details of his condition. Alright, so that's why Y is unused. because you need it for Pikmin 2. There's just too many buttons on this controller, which is a good thing. It's just the GameCube was missing like 4 buttons compared to the PS2. Louis, allow me to assess your conditions per our safety protocols. Are you at all injured? Is it so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. If you make your way to our location and rejoin us, I will navigate for you. Press plus to contact me and obtain information about the terrain. Yeah, and in this game, they merge the pause menu with the map of the area. And you also don't need to acquire maps of the areas anymore either. It's just given to you. Yeah, so all the icons are different. The numbers, the menus, all of this just looks very different. Obviously a little bit more cleaned up and refreshed compared to the original GameCube. And even the Wii version, you know? Okay, there's no real reason to do this. I guess you could argue it saves time, maybe. I don't know. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. So it's weird, even though there's 5 Pikmin over there, they spawn a sprout as if there's no Pikmin. But if they didn't do this, it would be impossible for Louis to progress. The seed the onion ejected just sprouted. According to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. There you go, we have 6. Did not the captain buy parts of that ship, the Dolphin? I guess it's owned by the company. It's just his favorite ship, and they sold it. If that's what you're asking. I'm not sure what you're asking. It's supposed to be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. Press A to throw a Pikmin where you want it to take action. You can disband a squad by following it by pressing X. Olimar's description of the creatures resembling Pikmin carrots was strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? It would be terrible to drool in a spacesuit like this, honestly. You are not wiping that. Yeah, no, they sold the Dolphin. It was the only thing they had, apparently. Apparently this company was teetering on the verge of collapse the entire time. Alright, so unfortunately day 1 is always very slow for Pikmin games. That's why I usually skip it and just start at day 2. So in this game, it's... Well, don't they always drop 2? But as you can see, Pikmin seeds sprout instantly in this game, compared to Pikmin 1. The onion injected more seeds. The pellet from that flower must hold nutrients that breed Pikmin. Yes, the Pikmin gather nutrients, haul them to the onion, and further propagate the species. The onion is a Pikmin mothership. Reviewing Olimar's report, seems holding A lets one rapidly pluck Pikmin sprouts. Okay. And yeah, in this game you could whistle for Pikmin to react, which is actually one of the things I like about this game more than Pikmin 1, if I'm being truthful. Oh nice, he went back. Okay. That's actually one of the things I do prefer about this game compared to Pikmin 1, is the Pikmin AI is better. As you'll see, they don't really trip in this game. And also Pikmin just act, you know, they just cooperate better, I guess. There's not really a better way to say it, I guess. In first game, so oh, you mean like the Libra? Yeah, they sold it. They don't care. Yeah, I know exactly what. Oh no, they changed it. No, no, the fucking the royalty ran out. No. Oh, so okay. So in the original game, and I believe in the Wii port, this was actually a Duracell brand battery, because Pikmin 1 had real world advertisement in it for like the items you find. I guess in the, what, 19 years this game has been out, they must have run out of, you know, the contract is up, so they can't use the license anymore for Duracell. Very, oh shit, whatever, it's fine. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures we are searching for. Well, the reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate. I'd like to appraise it, but you must first regroup with Alamar. Can you see him? Press ZL to move the camera behind you. ZR to zoom in and out. Up or down with right stick. Press left or right to rotate. Yeah, that wasn't in the original game. That's a completely new menu option when you really consider it. That's kind of crazy that this game has new menu, new everything. It's pretty sweet, huh? Alright, so the big theme of this game is you have to use 2 different characters to accomplish a lot of tasks and puzzles. And this is something that becomes a continuous part of Pikmin 3. You can't throw commanders in this game, but yeah. Captain Alwar, Louis, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. But now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? From now on, press B to form a single group, X to take solo action, and Y to change leaders. The difference also is that now that you have 2 commanders, if you no longer can heal at the dolphin. So just bear that in mind as well. That's also important, is that you can no longer heal at the dolphin, or, well, not at the dolphin, at the ship. I don't think the ship is a name. Yeah, this sucks. Very unfortunate. Someday they'll mod it. Soon by Duracell. Well, I mean, it's probably not the same company, you know? It probably different people. It was ambitious when they did it. And there's a couple other ones. There's a chapstick, I think, in this game. And they reskinned all of it. But, I mean, it is what it is. Like, again, it's a 19-year-old port of a GameCube game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, torn up about it. It's just kind of unfortunate that, like, they couldn't get that again. It ultimately doesn't mean anything. When I tell you we see this for literally less than 5 minutes in the game, I kind of mean it almost. So, you know how it is with these old games. Like, you know, they have a plug or something. They re-release Tony Hawk games or something now. All those plugs, they probably have to, like get rid of or whatever, you know? They probably, I mean, it could be Nintendo. Maybe they just didn't want to pay Duracell for licensing, you know, for a product that most people probably don't see that much anymore, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, it's entirely possible that they were like, we're just re-releasing these games. We don't want to pay Duracell, I don't know, like, thousands of dollars just to have a battery in the game with their likeness on it. So let's just create our own real fast. And then that's it. There you go. You also can no longer do the dismiss animation with no Pikmin. But at this point, this is like the 2nd or 3rd playthrough I've done of this game. I played it a lot on the channel though. Cheap ad, absolutely. That's what makes it so special. How many games you know have like real? Well, I guess back then it was kind of a big thing, right? It was like sports games and like Tony Hawk and stuff. But how many like non-Tony Hawk, non-sports games had plugs like this? You know, not a lot. Yeah, there's like chapstick. They probably still have. There, you'll see. There's a lot of different things. Should have made a Duracell rechargeable. I mean, for all we know, Nintendo just didn't want to pay them, which is fair. Either Nintendo did not seek to get their likeness back, or Duracell did not want their likeness used again. It could have been both. Who knows? Maybe Duracell would have said no, and Nintendo didn't want to do it. I mean, I have no idea. It's purely speculation. So yeah, that's the theme of the game, basically. There's... Is it 200 treasures in the game? And we need to collect them all to beat the game. There's actually 201, I think, but the 201st is a secret treasure. There you go. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. Took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hokate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. And I'll return to the surface until morning, so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. Which is going to be a whole big part of Pikmin 4, I'm sure. There's going to be indigenous creatures and stuff. I think that'll be interesting. I would like to try to beat this game before Pikmin 4. So, I will probably play this game... this week I'm going to do a special. I'm just going to do this game twice this week. Afterwards, this game will be Oh, shit. Maybe I'll do... Okay, maybe I'll do Engage Tuesday, and then I'll do this game Wednesday, Friday, because Sunday is going to be Scarlet, and, yeah, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I do have to start playing Engage. I always say this, too. Okay, anyway. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. Look at each ship refers to Olimar's new rocket in Pikmin 2. Oh, it's been with them since the beginning? Oh, I didn't know that. I think the map is a little different. Who knows? It could just be that they just have cleaner graphics, you know? Of course it looks weird. They just have cleaner graphics for everything now. This looks better. What can you do? Alright. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion and press A to call them out. I believe there's a special way to do this part of the map. Or this day specifically. So what I'm going to do... Yeah, this is the game where you can whistle them down. There you go. Very nice. Look at that AI. Look at that AI at work right there. That was pretty sweet. I forget if there's pellet posies over in the beginning. Okay. Oh, yeah, you have to flatten this. Yeah, I remember now. Apparently each in-game day of Pikmin is what, 15 minutes? I didn't know that. Yeah. Google for the win. Maybe they say it at one point. I know in Pikmin 3, Olimar states that he wants to buy back the dolphin, which obviously implies that he has not purchased it back by that time. Which is kind of unfortunate when you consider how much work he puts in this game, and then he still can't buy the dolphin back. It's actually kind of heartbreaking a little bit. Alright, yeah, there's nothing down where Louis crashes. I used to think something would spawn down there. There's a couple, like, interesting secrets in this game, or, like, weird things that occur, and, unfortunately, nothing ever spawns at Louis' crash site again. Can you hold it? Yeah, it definitely wasn't always like this. Right? I hope I haven't been playing this game wrong since I was a kid. That would be hilarious. We need 35. God damn. Alright, so I think there's a special thing that you can do in this that I never really did when I played this game. So we're going to try to do it now. Which is that you basically enter this subterranean area multiple times, but you don't get the power-up that lets you go to the next area. So in Pikmin 1, just to summarize for anyone who's never played this game before, in Pikmin 1, the way that you progress is you get enough parts in the areas you have unlocked, and then that allows you to unlock future areas, right? We just played Pikmin 1 for anyone who's wondering. So the same thing again in Pikmin 2, well no, it's not the same thing actually. Pikmin 2 is a little bit different. In Pikmin 2, you progress the game by finding certain treasures that unlock the next areas. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? There's only 4 areas in this game, down from the 5 from Pikmin 1, but the areas are way more complex, which is like the big trade-off, right? So we need to basically find 2 parts of a globe in order for us to progress the game, is pretty much what we need. So one part of the globe we're actually about to get, which will allow us to access the second area, and then the other part we find pretty early on in the second area, which allows us to access the final part of the game, of the game, at least the first half of the game. I say half. Again, this game isn't long; it's more hard. is what I should say. This game is actually pretty damn difficult. Yeah, 5, I got it. Again, there's not much you can do on day 2 here, as usual in Pikmin. The first area is kind of just like a tutorial. So here's what we actually do, right? We completely ignore this bulb orb. Can you move them? Yeah, you could spread them out. Yeah, I remember this. So yeah, the bulb orb is over here. I don't even know if he's blocking this can. But the whole goal, we're gonna go into this sub-level. We're gonna get the next type of Pikmin, and then we're gonna come back and redo it. And I think it spawns more purple Pikmin flowers. Something weird like that. I think I did this when I played it. I played this game very recently. I think it was like, I mean, recently is relative, right? I think I played it about 6 months ago on the Wii version. How far did we get in that? We got reasonably far, I feel. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? When masked, their might is ferocious. Louis, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing in your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Press A to grab Pikmin and release to throw them. Form into a group. X disbands the group. To give orders, hold L while moving R. It's handy for giving orders to a group. You can review these directions anytime by pressing minus. Wait, really? What the hell does minus do? Oh my god, this didn't exist. Dismiss by color, throw, direct group, move camera. Reset cursor? On yourself? Are you serious? Oh, that could be very helpful, actually. Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will... Okay, this is important. I always think that both groups join you. It's only the leader's group. I shall dispatch my research pod, too. I'll return any Pikmin outside of that group to the Did they change this? I feel like they changed this now. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. This is making me want to replay the other version. I feel like they didn't say that in the original. Maybe it was unclear and they changed it, or maybe I'm bugging. They're gonna make me pull up my playthrough that I did. Because I played both I didn't finish that Wii version, sadly. I was going to. And I was actually going to finish it before Okay, I was gonna finish. I remember now. I was gonna finish that, and then they released this. So I'm like, alright, whatever. Yeah, for clarification, this game came out when I was in 4th grade. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Not such just danger lies ahead, but the promise of treasure is tantalizing. If you wish to check underground terrain, press plus to communicate with me. I'm not just a ship, I'm an all-purpose support pod. Okay. Oh yeah, is this 7-Up? No, see, they changed this as well. This used to be a 7-Up cap. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's just not going to have the same markers. Yeah, they had 7-Up caps. They had a lot of interesting, different things that unfortunately are not going to be in this version of the game. Oh, come on. I did this to myself. Yeah, it wasn't like this before. Yeah, I think it was a 7-Up cap. The quenching emblem. So one big part of this game is that you could put away, you could take beast carcasses back, basically. Now, the ship complains about this, but from a real-life standpoint, if you were able to find, like, alien bodies and extraterrestrial bodies, of course we would want to, you would want that, obviously. You want to dissect them, you know, figure out what makes them tick. But it complains about it, and they're not worth anything, which doesn't make any sense to me. You would think that this would be worth almost as much as the treasure, but obviously it's a gameplay thing, you know. They don't want you to just load up on Yeah, how could you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I don't think beasts will be worth much. So as you can see, they're worth, what, 3 Pokos? 2 Pokos, even less. While you're in a sub-level, the time above completely stops. So you could take as much time as you need. It also auto-saves every single floor. Some floors have multiple variations, and when you hear this sound effect, that means there's no more treasure on this floor. Couple of interesting things. Later on, we'll get a treasure gauge. That will be the thing that lets us know whether or not we have treasure left. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, you do recall that you can adjust the camera with L and up. With ZL and up, down, left, and right on R, yes? Your expression suggests you do. Excellent. Don't worry, all your Pikmin will follow you. Approach the hole and press A to enter it. So yeah, unlike when you're on the surface, whenever you decide to push forward to the next sub-level, all your Pikmin will come with you, whether they're under your command or not. And whether, obviously, whether they're in either group or not, no group or whatever, they all jump with you regardless. So the emergence cave is always the same. In future caves, there'll be a couple different layouts. There's also no boss for this either. Alright, so apparently if you do this hole twice, you could get more Pikmin, which is interesting. And this is making me nostalgic, man. I remember playing this in the evening in 4th grade and shit. That was a lifetime ago, dude. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design of the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. How will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Maybe you lose Pikmin if you don't pluck them, though. That was bold of you. Damn, the AI is aggressive now. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. Right? Yep. Okay. Why did I not leave Louis back there? That was a mistake. I mean, technically it wasn't because we have to bring Louis anyway, but whatever. Astounding. A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. Yeah, so the candy pop buds function a little bit differently in this game. Basically, in this game, they're not unlimited use. They only work so much, and then they wilt and wither. Alright, the Pikmin look exactly as they did. They didn't change the Pikmin. Amazing, a purple Pikmin. It has hair and is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. It's funny he says that because Olimar had to do that canonically to get the warp drive. Alright. So we will not actually get the treasure. I believe... Oh, they're still carrying anyway. Obviously, once you have any amount of purple Pikmin, you're able to pick this up. But I believe that if you come back into this hole again, the purple flowers respawn. Basically, to half spoil it for anyone, you need to have... Oh, they show you Louis through the wall. Okay. I don't think they always did that either. I think that's new. To half spoil it, there is a treasure that you get in the later portion of the game that requires you to have 100 purple Pikmin in order to pull it back to the ship. It literally weighs 1,000 Pikmin's worth. And the only way to do that is to have 100 purple Pikmin. So the earlier you get that, the better. You don't have to track down flowers later. Oops, that's not how you change. Not that it matters. You can't leave Pikmin behind anyway. When you choose to leave, you leave collectively. Astounding. Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. Okay. So we're going to come right back. I think we also get, what is it called? We also get to collect the, more bulb orbs, basically. Where they live, where they come from, no idea. Successfully return to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. You want to celebrate your first successful spelunking exploration. You gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Alright, but we have not actually... They don't expect you to do this, which is why the game acts like this. It doesn't expect you to not complete the first area. Or the first dungeon. Usually it does that and says, oh, okay, well, you've done that. Great. They don't expect it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So now, some flowers, I think, respawn, so we could just really quickly go grab them. Yeah, it was really in Pikmin 2, or Pikmin 3, where Pikmin pretty much move as fast as the commanders, regardless of their flower level. Alright, nothing. Oh, they slip? Nope. Yeah, this is why I prefer to play Pikmin 2. As much as I like Pikmin 1, I really wish they would change a couple things about it. The only thing about Pikmin 2 I wish that they would change is if they hypothetically added the ability for Pikmin... hang on, let me make sure I do this right. How do you change? There we go. Alright, so when purple Pikmin land on an enemy, they basically stun it. And as you can see, that's very easy to kill them, as opposed to with the red Pikmin. It's much easier to kill them. And that's the plan. The only thing is that they carry stuff way slower than non-purple Pikmin, unfortunately. And this is why I think Pikmin 4 will be very different. I think it'll be interesting to have all 8 types of Pikmin available. I think that's really going to potentially change up the game a lot. Because basically they got rid of rock Pikmin in favor of... Or they got rid of purple Pikmin in favor of rock Pikmin, and white Pikmin didn't show up either. So I think this will be actually an interesting twist on the formula, you know? Because we're also getting ice Pikmin, too. Yeah, this is why I'm doing this from now on. Look at this. This is insane. This is insane. And by the way, once you beat the sub-level, because there's nothing else to do in this area, like, you have to do this to progress the game, you might as well leave early like this, and then that way you have extra Pikmin, you know, just for doing this. I'm sorry, where are the other ones? Oh, they're bringing the treasure. Yeah, okay. UV Hunters, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I like how they're going backwards, by the way. We actually pushed them off the bank. Alright, so we do have to wait for these because I want them all to join me in the sub-level. But yeah, this is good. I think someone... I forget how I figured this out. It was either a YouTube video or a comment. not on my content, on someone else's video. And when I read it, I was like, oh, you could do that? Because I used to think that when you beat that sub-level, it automatically, like, I never exited it without the globe. I don't think most people do that, right? So when you exit without the globe, the ship says, oh, I'll send back a report tonight. Usually the game just progresses to the next day and then you go up. But because we can't go anywhere, it doesn't actually progress us to the end of the day. So now we could go back in and we could get more purple Pikmin, which is basically all I wanted to do. And also when you have the purple Pikmin, killing this Bulborb out here is way easier and way simpler. Pikmin 2 is probably easier to do a no-death run in, at least for the most part, because you could just use purple Pikmin to bypass pretty much everything. As long as you could bring purple Pikmin into a place, you could just use them to stun enemies until they die. I'm not doing a no-death run, by the way. I'll do a no-death run for purples and whites, but red, yellow, and blue I'm not doing a no-death run for. That's usually how I play this game, is I don't like to do no-death runs. It's too time-consuming. I already reset too much in this game as is. There you go, see? You actually only gain from doing this, which is kind of funny. Wait till the submerged castle. Oh, I love the submerged castle. It's one of the most unique dungeons in this game. I played this game before. I played this game since it was new. But the submerged castle, whichever one the man at legs is in is my least favorite. I hate the man at legs. I swear it is the worst boss in this game by far. The only way I kill it is just to use ultra bitter. It's not even worth the suffering. I just use ultra bitter to just cheese it. Like, a lot of everything in the Wistful Wild is just not fun. Like, it's not fun in the sense like it just sucks, but it is way more challenging and way more difficult. Oh yeah, Pikmin 2 is my favorite Pikmin game. That's why I'm excited that Pikmin 4 is looking like it's going to take more from this game than Pikmin 3 did, which was basically nothing, because Pikmin 3 is mostly a puzzle game. And it's not that that's a bad thing, I just like that potentially we're going to see sub-levels and things return. I think that's going to be very interesting. I would very much like to see that. Because I very much like Pikmin 2. That's what I'm saying. People, I actually do need to start going on people's streams and watch them play this game, like first-timers who've never played this game before. I always said, like, I would go on people's streams, because I know this game is hard. So, like, I want to see, you know, people play a hard game. I want to, you know, shoot the shit. Watch some people try to, you know, figure out, it's not even a puzzle game, you know, it's more combat than anything else. Okay, there you go. Alright, that's it. That's all the enemies. 1, 2, 3. Hey, look, the flowers are back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, 4. Fuck. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, I always said I would go on people's streams. You know, not to be a dick or anything. Like, I don't know, that connotation seems to make people think I'm going to be mean to them. No, I want to genuinely watch, like, I don't want to say Zoomers, but I genuinely want to watch people, you know, play games that I liked as a kid. I think that would be very interesting. Just like if they put, like, Path of Radiance or something, or Metroid Prime 2 Echoes is probably the next big one, I think. The Spherical Atlas. There's a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere, retrieving data. Eric can only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Press plus to contact me and go to the exploration kit by pressing left. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. Yeah, so now we can move on. Okay, Bloomer. Dude, I'm sorry that wait, when this game came out, I was 9 years old, okay? This is literally an 18-year-old game. I'm sorry. Yeah, an 18-year-old... No, it's a 19-year-old game. It was like August of 2004. I remember when this was new. I hate it. I hate that I'm old now. I remember seeing this in Nintendo Power and everything. It was awesome. Also, yeah, I don't think Pikmin idle based on distance anymore. I might be wrong about that. I'm not too sure how that works, because I never really do it. I usually just wait. Just wait for them to show up. We're not racing to the finish here, you know? There's a YouTuber by the name of Gingivitis, and, like, what he does is he does challenge runs for Pikmin games. So I think he beat this entire game. He fixed the debt only by summoning up beasts. So pretty much he just ran this cave time and time again until he finally whittled away enough Pokos that he was able to just pay off the debt. Which is hilarious. It's actually kind of funny that you can completely beat the game without actually progressing anything. I don't even know if they'd let him go to the Wistful Wild. Like, is it possible... Yeah, I like how one jumps on late. Is it possible to just have only the Valley of Repose and the Wistful Wild unlocked because you didn't find the sphere charts? Maybe. You know? At 22 Pokos at a time, that is absurd. And you know what? Credit to him, man. That's science right there. That really is science. Unfortunately, the pellet posies are back. I guess you could continuously farm them. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. It's fine. Alora and Louie, since you'll explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. Well, you still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. Which is ironic, because the president starts emailing you desperately because he goes on the run. But yeah, there's no time... What are they doing? There's no time limit in Pikmin 2. Which makes it the only game so far to have no time limit. I feel like they should get hurt by that, to be honest with you. So 100 Pokos is the income of a shipper for 1 year. Yeah, 2 Pokos is a lot, apparently. Again, I wouldn't read too deeply into these numbers, alright? These numbers seem kind of BS to me, I'm not gonna lie. Baby steps first, Alamar. Plan well, don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hocotate Savings and Loan after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha! That's terrible words to say when you owe loan sharks. I don't care if their name is... the fucking Elmo Sesame Street loan store. I wouldn't trust them, man. Loan sharks are aggressive, dude. There you go, you get so cancel. Actually, really quickly, can we go look at this, please? Whoops. Dude. What is this? Amazingly, they pick remember how to salvage it. Can't understand their adorable language. I don't know what they're thinking. Yeah, I'm so happy to see them. When I crashed on this planet, the Pikmin helped me locate my missing ship parts. In my darkest hour, the Pikmin were there for me. Now that I'm reunited with them, I know everything will be alright. It will, right? Dude. What is this? This is so crazy to me, man. I heard you can only bring out 20 Pikmin at the beginning of Pikmin 4 and get onion upgrades. Yeah, I think Pikmin 4 is going to be one of those games where they really want you to upgrade, you know, like your equipment and stuff. So that'll be interesting. Probably want you to use the dog more. I will be playing Pikmin 4 when it's new. I believe it's just under a month away, right? So I will be playing that new here on the channel. If you're interested, UV Hunters. I am very excited because, again, it's the first Pikmin game, I hate to say this, in a decade again. But it'll at least be interesting and different, you know what I mean? Alright. So, one thing about this part of the game is that if we're really fast, we can actually get white Pikmin and open up the final area in one day, but you have to be really quick. Good morning. It should please you to know that the purple Pikmin are lodged safely in my hull. The confines of my interior seem to suit them perfectly, though they do occasionally tickle me. Stand in the ring of light below me and press A to call out purple. Hold on. Yeah, Elmo's gonna bust your kneecaps, dude. You didn't make your payments in time. Listen, there's nothing Elmo can do, okay? It's your mistake. You did this at your peril, Snowman. You didn't pay him back? I guess I'll have to bust a cap in your ass. Like how I basically pulled them out to die again, pretty much. Louis, as Olimar instructed you on the peculiarities of Pikmin creatures, they form groups based on color when disbanded with X. Grabbing with A will cause them to group by color. Now for the bonus lesson, hold A to pick up a Pikmin, and while you hold A, press R to swap between different colored Pikmin. This is the first time you've heard this, Olimar. Remember to properly train new employees. Did I say snowman? I'm sorry, Viv. I'm having... you call me a boomer. Now I'm having a boomer moment. Alright? Alright. Shit. I did not mean to do that. Thank you. Okay, I should not have, we want to use purple Pikmin for this. The idea is to stun them so they can never stand up, basically. In order to do that, purple Pikmin have to do that little twirl in the air. Otherwise, it doesn't work properly. There we go. You could also grab this. Wonder how the resetting works in this game. At least, actually, I could probably just close the game from the dashboard. I won't actually have to stand up and hit the reset button on my console. Now, that's an improvement. That's quality of life right there. Alright, we're going to go until we get 100. Technically, we should go until we get more, but... yeah. Do you ever get up here? I don't think you do. Yeah, no, you don't. Oh, okay. There we go. Yellow black hole sharks are out for the president. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's actually the plot twist. Yeah, it's black hole loan sharks or something. Olimar, we have a problem. The onion has ceased ejecting seeds. Is it malfunctioning? Interesting. It now seems the number of life forms within the onion has increased. Didn't you note that no more than 100 Pikmin will venture onto the planet at once? Currently, I observe only 95 on the surface. Could there be wild Pikmin somewhere? Ooh. Yeah, so we can only get 95 for right now. And then we're gonna haul ass a little bit. I guess we could kind of leave Louis here, just so that way he can grab all the Pikmin, and then we could run over. Try to jump into both subterranean places today. Sunseed. There you go, 10% done. It's really the last 30% I find that takes the longest. I feel like that definitely takes way more time and effort to do. Trust me, I've known some people with like actual loan to their name, or actual debt to their name, and it's not fun for them, man. I do feel bad for them. There we go, quick. Alright, whatever. Try to get everyone else in this as well. Pikmin that drank the yellow nectar instantly matured into flower Pikmin. Appears to have enhanced motor skills. What a wondrous nectar. How intriguing, like plants, Pikmin mature from leaf to bud to flower. Captain Olimar, you must share the information you have with your subordinate Louis. Yeah, in this game, flower Pikmin that die in combat do not drop seeds or spores or whatever, so that got removed from Pikmin 1, basically. Yeah, we're not going to use any Ultra Spices. We don't really need Ultra Spices, at least not right now, I guess. I guess I should have taken some to attack this before. Whoops. Alright. I don't think we could get that right now. Yeah, we have to go over to the right. Okay. And then we have to go left as well. Did they show you the hazards in the map? No. Okay. Yeah, if you... Is 3 the game where the onion merged? Yes. In this game, there are still 3 separate onions. Purple and white Pikmin are in the ship's hull. 3 was where, like, the onions start to merge and you just summon everything from one onion, which is probably going to be the system going forward, just for ease of access. Like, even when I was a kid, I was like, so what happens when we get, like, 6 or 7 types of Pikmin? You know, are we really gonna have 6 or 7 onions floating around? No way. It would be way too much. Alright, kill him. Alright, spit him out. Alright, we have to kill a creeping chrysanthemum, which is gonna go just about as well as you imagine, pretty much. God, I hate these things. Wow, never mind. Went very well. Never mind. Take it back. Okay. Which one is this again? Is this White Flower Garden? Do you have to do Hole of Beasts first? Maybe you don't. Biological sensors are reacting violently. The rings are ominous. A beast of unknown power lurks in these depths. A large Pikmin group would be reassuring. My sound sensors are picking up hostile roars of made beasts. Expect dangerous encounters. Sensors are also showing extreme heat pockets. You may need flame-resistant Pikmin, but my records indicate no such data. Are my records incomplete? This is actually Hole of Beast, isn't it? Oh. Never mind, I'm capping. I think we actually have enough to just get in here then, right? Yeah, so for this you need 20 you need 20 purples, but because we already have that, we can just go right to White Flower Garden. Interesting. I've never actually done this. That's why this is it's kind of unique. Alright, well, we've officially cleaned up everything. Now all we have to do is run back into here both times. I guess what I'll try to do... we could kill this thing if I really wanted to. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to try to do Hole of Beasts first, and then I'm going to go get at least one Ultra Spicy. I'm not sure how to kill the Snagger with purple Pikmin. I've never really done that. Okay. Whoops. You could do White Flower Garden? Yeah. I've never done this before. Not in this order. Also, one of the little details is, I guess I could try to get one now. One of the little details is that Louie's music is different. It has a different, measure. I forget what it is. His music has, like, a different syncopation. What? No. Grab it, grab it. Okay. We'll only get one of these. And I'm probably going to grind out a good amount of these, I'd say. Probably, there's a lot of enemies in sub-levels that we're going to need this for. So I'll probably end up grinding maybe like a couple days just to do that. Because red berry contains an ultra spicy essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Bring me more specimens. Aim for the Snaggert's heads to kill them faster. Yeah, I'm not sure. Do purple, like, I feel like that's going to be hard to, like, aim it properly enough that the purple Pikmin stun them, yeah. That's usually where I lose Pikmin. I'm just like, alright, can we just kill it and, you know, move on? Alright, I don't want to... Right, what? Are we at noon, roughly? Yeah. Should be more than enough, actually, when you think about that. Hole of Beast doesn't really have anything difficult, that's why. Well, you kind of have to hit Snaggerts in the head. You don't really do anything to their bodies, actually. Captain Almar, my research on the red berries you discovered has yielded a powerful potion. Behold the ultra spicy spray. Although it is untested, I believe it will have spectacular results. Spray on all your Pikmin by pressing down. When necessary, I can produce 1 bottle of spray from 10 berries. Press plus to contact me and confirm your berry count by pressing left. There you go. Alright. And we will definitely need a lot of these for the end of the game. Absolutely. Okay, yeah. I love it. I love that Pikmin are just way more responsive in this game. Like, flower Pikmin basically move at your speed. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Why do I keep thinking it's plus? That's so weird. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do both. So day 3, you could be on the perplexing pool. And then I guess the earliest you could get blue Pikmin then is day 4, right? Because you have to go to the perplexing pool to get yellow Pikmin. And then day 4, you have to come back here to get blue Pikmin at the earliest. That's being hyper optimal, mind you. Okay. I think this this sub level is always the same, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, I mean, subreddits are always the same. I mean, imagine using Reddit in general. Alright, so in this game, if you remember when I played Pikmin 1, how I said that certain Pikmin, or certain enemies got immunity when they're killing your Pikmin? Not in this game. In this game, they do not get immunity, which makes them very much killable. It's actually one of the... Again, Pikmin 2 fixed so many problems with Pikmin 1, it's not even funny. So, for example, like these, the black shear grubs, they can no longer just take a billion hits while killing the Pikmin, basically. I kind of wish that they fixed that for Pikmin 1. I'm not gonna lie, that would... Like, I know it's a remaster, I know they're not really changing anything about the game. I kind of wish they changed that. I gotta go, good luck being the white flower girl. Yeah, no, thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you again sometime. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the purple, red, and yellow, blue, and ice. Yeah, I just think they want to keep it simple. You know, they don't want to compound it and make it too complex, you know what I mean? I get why, but yeah, I think they just want to keep it straightforward. There you go, it's a D-pad. The Stone of Glory. I wonder, can you sand down the bottom like they do to press both directions at once? That's what I mean, man. It's so cool to, like, see other people who have played these games for so long, you know, come out the woodwork, you know? This is what I mean. Like, I get that they're not gonna make a Pikmin game, like, every year or two. But it's still cool to, like, have every so often you get all the other people out, you know what I mean? It's just fun. It's different. Nothing wrong with bringing out some of the homies. Game is a classic. I'm telling you, the GameCube just has so many like hidden games because they just never got ported. You know, it's just very unfortunate. There's a lot of really good games from the GameCube library. Just, you know, if you weren't around to play them, you probably missed out. And I think that that's very unfortunate. There's really no treasure here. Really, there's no treasure on this subreddit? What the fuck? For real? Game is truly a masterpiece, man. I love it. There's a reason why this is in my top 10 favorite games. It's probably the hardest game in my top 10. I don't know if I would put Metroid Prime 2 in my my top 10. As much as I like Prime 2, I don't like that basically the whole game is Power Beam, pretty much. Like, technically you could use other beams, but there's not really much of a point. I feel like these sub-levels are all the same, too. Alright, so geysers in this game can be destroyed for safe passage. I guess this is the version that I would try to get a 100% in as well. Because getting 100% in this game is actually kind of difficult. There you go, Mahjong tile. Kind of funny. I thought this was a domino. I mean, Mahjong is a little bit like dominoes. It's not played nearly the same, but it is a little bit like dominoes. If you've ever played Mahjong, my friends and I were actually playing Mahjong not too long ago. The Strife Monolith. Wait, it's called the Strife Monolith, and it's the 7 of Pins. Is that a Final Fantasy VII reference? This is for the, what is it? The FDS, right? I think is what it's called. I think it was like what, the Famicom Disk System, and then they had the NES, and then the NES is what came to America. There's like some different like tech and stuff involved with like a bunch of different consoles from, at this point, almost 40 years ago. Oh, I skipped it, my bad. Alright, I think this sub-level could be different depending on when you drop into it, right? Maybe. We'll definitely experiment with that later on, though, for sure. Like, different sub-levels and shit like that. I am interested in going to people's streams and just, you know, just chatting, looking around. Oh, shit, I even see you there. Oh, my God. Alright, same thing. Famicom Disk System. Oh, that's actually the game, The Mysterious Murasame Castle. Now, that's got to be a crazy-ass reference to put... At this point, think about it. Like, that's what, 2004? This is a, when did that come out? 2000 or 1985, 1986, I think was probably on it. Think about the crazy ass ref, dude. Pikmin really just is a franchise of like crazy references, like for real. Think about it. That's how old is that game? Does it like the closest I could think is like Pikmin and Smash reference a lot of like really old stuff. Oh yeah, here's a Game & Watch, by the way. Everyone's favorite, the classic, the Game & Watch. Okay, you can't be moving to reset the cursor. That could be helpful. Oh yeah, these guys, they don't do anything. They just make Pikmin scatter and make them hard to call back, basically. They don't do anything, and I don't even know if you could kill them, in all honesty. Yeah, the initial release date, April 14th, 1986. Unbelievable, yeah. There you go. So these flowers can only accept 5 Pikmin, and then they guaranteed wilt, if you're wondering. Unlike Pikmin 1, where these flowers could take, I think, what was it, like 8 or 10 at once, and then you could just keep throwing them in there as long as you had time left in the day. In this game, you cannot do that, and they can only take 5 Pikmin per. So you have to find 20 of those flowers, and then maintain all 100 of those purples until you beat the game, or until you get to the Wistful Wild. Otherwise, you then have to hunt down purple flowers. And I think once you find 100 white Pikmin and 100 purple Pikmin, those flowers no longer spawn. And if they would spawn and give you more than, you know, however many Pikmin left, they will only give you up to 100. Again, they just don't want you to have more than 100 Pikmin of those types. I don't know if it's like, you know, to encourage you to explore sub-levels, or if they just said, hey, we're just going to put a soft cap. But there is a soft cap on the amount of purple and white Pikmin you can get. 95% certain with that. Alright, this is the easiest boss in the game. Oh, this is supposed to be the Bulborb design on the ground? Interesting. Anyway, we only need like 5 Pikmin to begin with. So this is the first boss of the game. She doesn't really do anything, in all truthfulness. Now, later on, we will have a rematch with her, where we will have a much harder time killing her because they add in new mechanics and everything. So, but for right now, for your initial fight against the Empress Bulblacks, she doesn't bite, she doesn't do anything. She kind of just sits here and waits for you to do nothing. And then she just rolls back and forth. Now, the way that they change this fight later in the Frontier Cavern is she spawns basically a never-ending wave of her children. And these roll attacks drop rocks that try to crush your Pikmin. Here, there's no rocks and there's no children. And you'll find that a lot of bosses can be easily cheesed just by bringing a small amount of Pikmin. Since you have no time when you're underground, you could just take like 5 Pikmin, not even, and just slowly whittle away at the HP on all these different bosses. All you have to do is just stand here and wait for her to finish. Now, you might say, oh, this game looks easy. No! This is the tutorial still. Like I said earlier, the man at legs is one of the worst parts of this game. It is very difficult to defeat the man at legs without spray abusing. The man at legs, Gatling groinks, the homing rocks fired by the rock bugs. Yeah, anyway, this is meant to be easy, in other words. The love tester. How bizarre. This device is emitting black light. It must have been ingested by that creature. What an absolutely repulsive life form. Our return to Hokate cannot come soon enough. If only you knew, homie. It only gets worse from here. So yeah, you could do, I guess you could do White Flower Garden first. It's fine. But this one, this is why you do Hole of Beast first. They kind of want you to do it first anyway. Now, obviously, if you know the game, you don't need this, but, you know, it's whatever. You might as well just grab it, right? Prototype detector. This contraption seems to react when it approaches treasure. I will connect it to my radar. Processing complete. The treasure gauge is now fully operational. It will now appear on your monitor. The needle will move right as you approach treasure. There it is. But since we've already completed everything in this cave, it grays out and disappears. Alright, that's it. As you can see, we already got another nice chunk of the debt completely wiped out. Yeah, I wonder if that's a Final Fantasy VII reference. I'm interested by that. Because 7 and Strife, I don't know. Maybe that's a reach, but it's very suspicious. I don't know. Oops. 20%. Alright, so let's go do White Flower Garden. I don't really want to waste any time. Apparently the flowers, the berry flowers wilted? What? That's weird. Anyway. Kind of feel like it shouldn't have done that. Maybe it reverts when you leave. I don't know why it does that. Anyway. Astounding. My metal detectors are reacting violently. What could be down below? If you find trouble below, press plus to contact me and press right on the radar screen. The exploration pod will drop its loot to make room to carry you, Louie, and the Pikmin to safety. Yeah, so basically, if you want to give up on a sub-level, or if you're not equipped or anything, you can drop all the loot that you've acquired and escape back to the surface. Usually you don't ever need to do that. But yeah, it can be helpful, I guess, if you say, oh, I don't have the right Pikmin or whatever. Like, there's no reason to just die and lose all your Pikmin, right? Oh yeah, if you toss Pikmin over the edge here, they die. Yeah. No, you're dead. Stop this. Yeah, so the treasure gauge is now gonna beep like crazy constantly throughout the rest of the game. Did they change this? Maybe this isn't changed. Okay, can I just, actually... Okay, I hate to ask you to look it up, Viv, but could you look up a list of, treasures that have been changed from the original incarnation? Maybe I'll just do it myself. Let's see. Pikmin 2 treasures changed? Pikmin 2 version differences? Oh no! Pikmin 2 Switch port makes controversial change? Oh boy. What did they do, man? Let's see. Nintendo recently shadow dropped Switch ports of both Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2. They're basically the same, but the HD graphics, so they look sharper running on Switches and new TVs. All the brand names and product placement has been removed from Pikmin 2 and replaced with generic objects. But it makes sense. Like, what? Yeah, I guess they didn't do this. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, the Wii version of Pikmin 2 did not change this. Yeah, I felt like I would have remembered that. They probably just didn't want to regain licensing, and I understand why they wouldn't want to. Yeah. They just didn't want to do it. It's just like, it was cool when it happened. There's no point, yeah. Yeah, I don't see that as... How is that controversial, though? I totally understand why they wouldn't want to continuously do that. What, in 50 years when they re-release this for, like, you know, the next console, 5 consoles down or whatever, they have to regain licensing for a 19-year-old port that, let's be honest here, how many Nintendo fans are probably even going to play this? I don't know. Viv, do you own a Switch? You going to buy this? Ash is not going to buy this. I can tell you that. Like, this is kind of a smaller franchise, unfortunately. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Well, someone posted on Twitter. Can someone tell me what treasures have been changed? Oh, the songs are not included? Damn. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, so someone actually posted it. Oh, you're not... Okay, so you're not in the Discord, so can I pull it up on stream real quick? I'm totally stealing this from someone on Twitter. Credit to @DrFuck67. And the Pikmin don't sing I Know Uda anymore, unfortunately. Ah, that sucks. Where is it? Here we go. That's not it. Opera window. Here we go. Yeah, so this is what it looked like in the original game. It was just a flat-out Duracell battery, as you could see. It like, just literally was a Duracell battery. And in this game, as you saw earlier, it's generic energy saver brand, whatever. Obviously, they didn't make a new model, they just retextured the outside of it, which makes sense. I don't know why it's controversial. That makes perfect sense to me. Why the hell would they do that? Now, one of the things below this, actually, is someone saying, I want to take back Geno being revealed in Super Mario RPG and use it for a fake Smash leak. That would be absolutely hilarious. The Battle Stone, the Monolith of Quarrel, the Tile of Fight, and the Monolith of Discord. Yeah, I wonder if that is a Final Fantasy VII reference. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Maybe because Mahjong's competitive? I couldn't tell you, man. I don't know. Oh, shit! Assassin's Creed Revelations got delisted from Steam. And now it's relisted. It was apparently an accident. What the fuck? That is really weird. They literally delisted Assassin's Creed. I'm never on Twitter, by the way. Apparently they delisted Assassin's Creed Revelations and then they immediately relisted it like an hour later. That's actually very interesting. Okay, anyway, that has nothing to do with what we're playing right now, which is the even more hilarious part of it. Alright, so in this game, the blowhogs don't buck Pikmin nearly as hard as they used to, obviously, because it would be incredibly unfair for you, right? Because then they would just buck them off the side, so yeah. You're mostly fine. Yeah. No, it's relisted now. It was weird. It was delisted for, like, apparently, like, an hour or so. Now it's back. I don't know. You tell me. I love the music in this game. I was recently playing Tears of the Kingdom, and Tears of the Kingdom has music very similar to this game, actually. Which I think is kind of funny. Like, when you're in a shrine or something, it sounds very similar to this one. Or this game. What is delisted? Assassin's Creed Revelations was delisted, and they have now relisted it, so it's now back up on Steam. It could have been an accidental error that just got caught by Wario64. It could have been a very brief licensing issue. Who knows? Completely speculation. Hello, Ash. I have not progressed 16 at all. I've just not been playing it, and I just haven't been feeling it. I kind of want to play it tonight, to be honest. So I don't know if this will be like a very long stream of Look at that. I don't know if this will be a very long stream of Pikmin 2, because I kind of do want to play a little bit of it. And then I have to prep for something tomorrow, so like I'm not totally free tomorrow. We also need to do that raid, Ash. So could you coordinate with Yo-Yo so we could figure that out? I don't know how free you guys are. I think we have a good amount of time. We have like this weekend as well, right? It ends on like Sunday or something, so we could figure it out. However, that's your homework for the stream. All right, I know for this floor you leave behind Louie. I know this because I've done this floor 100 times, and I always take Louie with me, and it's a waste of time. All right. Yeah, so for an hour-ish, I don't know what the exact timer was. It was just delisted off of Steam. If you already own it, they can't take it away from you, right? That's going to be a huge court case someday, by the way. How can a flower so deep underground bloom so robustly? How mysterious. This place is conspicuously warm. Could act as a kind of hothouse for foliage. What an interesting development. The Pikmin look as if they long to be tossed into the flower. Alright, don't toss purple Pikmin in, right? It's toss in red Pikmin. Alright. Welcome to the third type of Pikmin. The second new one for this game. Incredible, a white Pikmin is tiny but looks distinctly swift. Its eyes are an unseemly red. This type of Pikmin was not mentioned in your notes, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Our data record on this type is a blank page, since a certain captain never documented them. You must experiment and make detailed observations for the benefit of future generations. So basically, these Pikmin have well, I would say 3 advantages, maybe 4, depending how you look at it. The first one is that they are very fast. They are the fastest type of Pikmin. The second one is that they are immune to poison. And the third one is that they will automatically start digging for any treasure under the ground as this guy gets... Okay, he got pushed out. Amazing. The white Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried in the ground. Perhaps those beady red eyes of theirs allow them to sense objects buried in the dirt. There you go. Gamma tape. Oh, let's get this. Alright, we'll get that on the way back. And that's why I leave... Oop, wrong button. The X button is actually where the Y button used to be, which is kind of weird. There you go. But yeah, they changed a couple things. This guy on this guy's Twitter had it, right? Let's see. Yeah, so I no Uda and Tane no Uda are not included in these games, probably because of licensing. And certain treasures have been changed in the Mystical Energy series, the Massive Receptacle series, Survival series, Ancient Ad series, and Odd Logo series. So I'm sure someone will have a list. Maybe it's on the Pikmin wiki. The very first treasure that is used to repay the debt is not acknowledged in game, is only seen in the opening cutscene. It's a fictional brand. Okay. Yeah, so the quenching emblem was a 7-Up cap, right? I think we already talked about that. They had a bunch of different ones, actually. Can I transition over real quick? So, as you see, I'm on the Pikmin wiki now, right? The quenching emblem was a 7-Up cap. You had an A and W cap. Beach Cliff. Carmex, which is lip balm. Chapstick, which is probably changed as well. Snapple. Duracell. There's actually a whole series of Duracell batteries in this game, which I think is hilarious. Yoo-hoo. Kiwi. Oh, did they change this? I think they did, right? Maybe they did. Did they? The European version, it's inside. Oh, yeah, they changed some things around, so depending on what version of the game you're playing, certain treasures are in different places. Not sure why they did that. I'm playing the American versions, obviously, so, yeah. Oh, here we go. You can see it's different, see? It's the, it's just the red shoe polish, high-grade shoe care, black, versus the Kiwi, as you can see. Yeah, there you go. So that's a real-life difference, as you can see right here. So this is the original and the Wii versions, and then over here you have the new version, which is just like a royalty brand. It's actually really nice for a fake brand. That's actually, it looks really good. So yeah, this is an example of that, basically. I don't know, maybe we could see another one. I find this interesting because I love these games, okay? So this is a little bit of a... I know it's a little out there, whatever. Let's see. Where's the Switch version? Here we go. So this is the Switch version. That's a real-life Duracell. This is the in-game version for Pikmin 2, or for the original version. Let's see. What else do we have? All these products are different now, I'm sure. What did they do to Chapstick? This is actually coming up on this sub-level. Yeah, it's on sub-level 4. Let's see. Night Lip Balm? Okay, I shouldn't have spoiled this for myself. Night Lip Balm. Yeah, you know how it is. I think they had to do this with Death Stranding. They had a Monster Energy deal, and then they lost it like a year or two later, so they had to patch all the Monster Energy skins out of the game. Again, it's cool, you know, but yeah, I feel bad. Okay, I don't know really a bunch of these other ones. A lot of these are not, not in the U.S. or here we go, the Snapple. Snapple cap. Yep, the Abstract Mask. It becomes Sunny Tropical Juice. And I guess this is some German version. I have no idea. Anyway, okay, you get the idea. I find it cool. I'm not gonna hold up the stream while we look at every treasure, right? But yeah, a lot of these have been changed, obviously, for copyright reasons. Yeah, what's interesting is that leaf white Pikmin travel as fast as flower anything but purple. There you go. Wondering if you could use defunct companies. Probably not. And the reason I say that is because someone probably still owns the copyright. Even though they're defunct, someone still owns the copyright. You know what I mean? So, like, they can't just put Sears brand tires or Sears brand... I don't know what Sears would sell, right? Because, they've been gone a while. Oh, they have Haribo? Oh, shit. Funny story. One of my Spanish teachers... I've talked about my Spanish teachers before. He's one of those European Spaniards, right? I remember we had to fucking write like candy ads in Spanish. Anyway, this is something that happened in 2007. You want to talk about old? That's how long ago that happened. Okay. All right. Sometimes the lip balm is just up there. It's not up there this time. So what'll happen in some future sublevels is there's different kinds of bulborbs, right? So as I said before, the bulb bears never give up the chase, right? The orange bulborbs are what I like to call high strung. That's not at all what, you know, they're actually called in the game. I forget what they're actually called in the game, but they basically wake up and they're very aggressive from the jump. And they have no problem like chasing you down and shit. Oh, there you go. Are there no enemies on this sublevel? Sometimes you'll come down in a sublevel and enemies are already homing in on you, and there's not really much you can do if you aren't ready to spray them with Ultra Bitter. It's actually a little bit bullshit how that works out. I won't lie, sometimes this game is a little bit unfair. Also, white Pikmin carry things the fastest, but yeah. But yeah, as you can imagine, Viv, we're not carrying a lawnmower back with Pikmin. That's not happening. Yeah, here it is, the night lip balm instead of cherry chapstick. Very nice. Alright, instead of the normal one. But who the hell even uses normal chapstick? Not to shit on it, but normal chapstick is kind of bland. Like, as a flavor, it's pretty lame. Alright. Alright, am I gonna try to do this fight perfectly? I'm lazy. Alright, we're done. And yeah, I remember we had to write like Haribo Mackinderfrau or something. Again, I had weird teachers. I told you about that. I told you about that Spanish teacher I had. One day, he made one of the students cry. I never saw him again. He literally got fired that day. It's kind of crazy, actually. I didn't understand it. I was half paying attention. It was the weirdest shit ever, dude. I was like, what the fuck? There's some things, man, that I'm half awake for, and then they just happen. I'm like, what is going on? Alright, anyway. Well, we damn near won the fight right there. Wow. Dude, purple Pikmin are stupid. They're actually broken. Like, that was actually dumb. That was actually stupid. But I mean, it worked. I know the game gets worse. Oh, whoops, my bad. Oh no, don't tell me. That treasure was ingested by that beast, wasn't it? Yeah, you have to take it now. Mmm, delicious. Get a load of this one. Alright, let's, Oh, fuck. Wait, are purple Pikmin immune to that? Maybe. Yeah, maybe purple Pikmin are immune to the stench. So they'll still fight. Interesting. This treasure is a little bit useless, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's almost never a need for you as Olimar to lay down to, like, rest. I'm not really sure what the purpose of it is. Yeah, I don't know. I think people have made mods of this game, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, the one thing I would want them to make is Zelda Maker. Like, Mario Maker's cool and all, but I think a new Zelda Maker could be interesting as hell. 5-man knapsack. Sure looks comfortable. I will use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. Scene test conclusive. Cross-stitching successful. The knapsack is complete. When you have an unoccupied time interval, press R to take a nap. It's kind of useless, unfortunately. Honestly, I should... After this day, I should probably back out, save, and copy the save file over. You can probably get through the Citadel of Spiders with no deaths as well, but after that, it gets kind of iffy. You know, you gotta kind of play perfectly. the night lip balm. Yeah, and the alien billboard. Did they change the drought ender? Yeah, okay, what's different about that since we actually finished this? It's actually not that much different, to be honest with you. So this is what it looks like now. It was a Dr. Pepper lid originally. That's why I remember the tree. So I was like, oh, this isn't that different, right? Yeah, it's not, as you can see. But you know what? Credit, first of all, look at the rim on the metal. It's much more detailed, a little bit, right? So you know what? Whoever had to reskin these 19-year-old textures, look, I respect that, man, because, you know, listen, most companies probably just be like, listen, we sold this game 19 years ago. They're going to pirate it. If they're going to pirate it, pirate it. If they're not, then I guess they just don't deserve to play it or whatever. You know how these game companies are. Okay. Beep. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's hose them. Because unfortunately you can't get to the actual thing spewing poison. You have to beat down the gate first. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to take, like, most of the Pikmin I have here, and I'm going to use them to just go farm Ultra Spices. So that way, hopefully, we could keep funneling Ultra Spices into them. If you're Captain Olimar, do you command Louie like a Pikmin? No, that's a change that they added for Pikmin 3, is that you could command, or you can throw commanders or whatever. No, in this game, you cannot, you basically move as one with them. It's a little bit of a cumbersome system. I could see how people could get that interpretation. Alright, that way wore off. Okay, very nice. Alright, we'll almost be done soon, actually. So there's actually a creeping chrysanthemum right on the other side of this. I try to slam dunk this one home. Are they gonna finish this? Yes, okay. Now I have to wait for them to break this. Alright, hopefully I don't fuck this up. And you know what? Let me get behind it, actually. Yeah, it has a whole animation. Basically, Purple Pikmin animation lock the monsters in question. That's pretty much how it works. They animation lock them and prevent them from being able to move. Oh, the sound thing? No, it doesn't move him, no. He stands by you, yeah, no, you cannot move him. He's just merely a part of your group. This object is highly similar to the one you found in the Valley of Repose. By examining this further, I may be able to extrapolate new planetary data. Yeah, no, there's no... You can't move them. In fact, when you have no Pikmin with you, you cannot play the horn anymore. You can swap, but all it does is swap who you're controlling. I just generally like to play as Olimar. I just like Olimar. He's just cool. He's one of my favorite Nintendo characters. He's a hard worker. He's a soldier of misfortune, basically, almost. Like, everything he does is for his family, including braving alien wildernesses back-to-back. And I guess we're gonna see what happens in Pikmin 3. Or Pikmin 4, rather. There's no extra enemies here, right? No, okay. Alright. As long as we didn't leave anyone behind, that's good. Let's see if we can get maybe another ultra spicy. Probably not, given that we're really low on time. Actually, wait, do we have any white Pikmin on me? Oh, fuck. Let's see if I can just grab one. The reason why is because there's a treasure over here. You don't have to grab it now. You might as well, though. Hilariously, purple Pikmin cannot make that jump. Very nice. Geographic projection. Hemisphere also contains a hidden microchip. I will attempt to decrypt the stored data. Decoding complete. As I surmise, this chip contains additional topographic data. Data has been input into my database. I shall name it the survey chart. Alright, there you go. 30%. And mind you, this is all just to get the game to really even open up, right? Because after this, what's going to happen is we're going to enter the final, like, portion of the game. This game is basically in two halves. Before you repay the debt and after you repay the debt. Call all your Pikmin to you. This planet's native nocturnal life forms are ferocious and therefore dangerous. Load your Pikmin in the onion and yourselves into my hull so we can take refuge in low orbit. Pikmin in your squad will enter the onion at their own, on their own at the day's end, so call them all to you. Yeah, Pikmin 3 is really nice about this. They flat out show you what Pikmin are safe and which ones aren't, basically. Which I think is a really cool change to make. Instead of it being ambiguous or whatever, if a Pikmin is going to make it or not. They're pretty straightforward about who's safe and who isn't. Oh, by the way, that's the crow sound from Ocarina of Time, if you've heard that before. There you go. The Pilgrim Bulb. We used to get those in my school back in the day. It was kind of a waste of time, not gonna lie. You didn't really grow anything from it. It just kind of flowers, then you just gotta throw it out. Alright. We could just go to sunset. There's no reason to... whatever. Here we go. Oh yeah, they play this trumpet theme. I forget when. Like, what triggers it. Alright, I will definitely be saving this data. Or saving this as an extra save file. Because this is like one of the best runs I think I've done. Like, once, like, getting those purple Pikmin... Why is Louie's head clipping through the thing? What? His head's too big for the cabin. That's crazy. Alright, whatever. I think Pikmin 4 is going to be way more RPG-like, which is going to be interesting. There you go, look at that. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Oh yeah, the one thing I want to show is that, as you can see here, there's 6 different ways to lose Pikmin. Battle, Sunset, Fire, Water, Electricity... I'm sorry, not 6, 7. Because I forgot about Explosion. Yeah, all these are going to become trolling later. Like, electricity is trolling. Water is not terrible. There's some enemies that shoot water. It's more like later sub-levels will drop bomb rocks on your head. It's actually kind of funny. There's actually one sub-level somewhere where, you have to run around and, like, if you're not watching your Pikmin, like, they just drop bomb rocks on you randomly. It's actually really crazy. Alright, anyway. Now we can go to the Perplexing Pool. We actually have to go here. Wait, day 4. Oh, yeah, no, so I guess it is day 5 is the earliest you can meet blue Pikmin. Because you spend 2 days at in the first area. That's right, okay. I actually forgot that day, day 4 is, or day 1 is a tutorial, and day 2 is in the same location. Alright. This is a good port, man. Let's copy. Copy it over there. Totally worth it, by the way. I totally recommend playing this game. If you've ever had a Wii, or not Wii, I'm sorry, if you have a Switch, this is worth it, man. I love this game. There's a reason why, like, years later, it's still one of my favorite games out there. But I'm going to stop here for today. I know was it only like an hour and 40-ish. The only reason I'm going to stop here for today is because I kind of want to record a little bit and I want to render. So we're just going to take a brief stream today. Now, I'll probably play this tomorrow. If not, I'll play something similar. I'll have to see what I'm going to do and figure it out. So, thank you all for showing up. I hope you guys liked the first episode of 16. Oh, they're making me verify it's me? Of course it's me. I'm literally streaming. What? YouTube is weird sometimes. They're making me verify it's me while I'm live streaming on the platform. Oh, good lord, I forget my password. Fuck! I don't remember my password. Okay, I remember it. Good lord. I have to confirm on my phone. Would you believe that? Yeah, who's live streaming on your account right now? Yes, I'm trying to change YouTube settings. It's me. We need to make sure you haven't been compromised. Anyway. Yeah, so thank you guys. I'm going to try to play 16 a little bit tonight, most of tomorrow, and then on Thursday, or I'm sorry, Thursday, right? No. Yeah, on Thursday I want to maybe go back to Breath of the Wild, so I guess we'll see what we do from there. But yeah, fun. Dude, fuck me, I miss this game. Pikmin 2 is such... I gotta really make my favorite games of all time list, but Pikmin 2 is definitely on there. The original Pikmin is too. It's just lower down, because it doesn't have as much. Yeah, no problem, Ash. You guys have a good day. Viv, especially, thank you for joining me on this 2-hour nostalgia trip to when I was 9 years old. You know, it's nice. You know, it's nice to play and talk about it with people, so. Alright, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Have a good night. See you later. Oh, I should play Looney Tunes. I'm lazy.